Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. So God had a word for y'all. I was not planning on recording anything today, let alone first thing this morning. But God had a message he wanted me to get out to y'all. He started this morning early, making me have like an itch attack. I was trying to wash my face and everything, and he was like, daughter, I need you to get a message out there to my children. So yesterday I was heading to meet a coworker for dinner, and my travel time was like over an hour to get there. And while I was traveling to meet him, God was bringing up a lot of signs on billboards, which God rarely ever does that for me. But like God will speak to you however he needs to speak to you and get a message to you. But as I was traveling, he was giving me is like I'm seeing certain billboards that stuck out. Like I saw one that said "Let's grow, proven winners," and it was like on a poster. Then I saw another billboard that I saw multiple times, and it was like an AC car repair billboard, and it kept saying basically it said milestone on there. Then I saw a store that had the word rain on it, like REIGN on it. And I was like, okay, God, I'm just driving. I'm like, I don't know what none of this mean. Like, what are you trying to say? What are you trying to say to me? Like, what's up? What's good? What are you trying to get out there, put out there for me to see? And in the time, sorry y'all, people are blowing up my phone this morning. I'm like, Jesus. And side note, please excuse the beeps. They are doing construction in my complex. As I've mentioned in other videos, my complex is very, very new. Still building. I just got a neighbor built like less than a month ago. So excuse the beeps. Hopefully you guys can hear what God needed you to hear. So please use your spiritual ears to listen to what I am saying and not the background noise. Again, I am sorry. I apologize. But back to what I was saying. Yeah, so God was making certain words stand out on billboard signs and stuff. And I was just like, okay, like, what does it all mean? And yesterday, honestly, I didn't have time to really just meditate and pray on the word of what God wanted me to get out of it. So, fast forward to this morning, I actually had a dream last night, a prophetic dream. And then basically God started making everything make sense, because he was like having me itching, and I was like, God, what is good? Like, what's up? I don't even know what you want me to go tell your children, but he was like forcing me, itching me to record something. So as I meditated this morning and kind of prayed over some things, and I'll basically give y'all what God gave me, the word. God is saying those that are in their marriage season, those that are waiting on their kingdom spouse. So this message is for those. Please use your spiritual ears to hear, and you will know if this message is for you, if it resonates for you. As always, please take this message back to God and get confirmation from him that this is a message for you, and that is the season that you're in, because we are all in different seasons of our lives. So please, please, please take it back to God, and don't just think, oh, because it sounds good, it resonates with me. No, that's not how it works. A lot of things sound good to me, but it don't mean that that's where I am. That resonates for me and with me. So in my dream, I'm just give y'all a quick overview. Lately, my best friend has been in my dreams a lot here. And so this particular dream is like, I don't know if she was getting married, which she's already married. If she was getting married or it was her birthday, it was just a milestone event for her. And somehow, some way, her mom had me try on her wedding dress, and it fit on me perfectly, y'all. It fit perfectly. It was not fitting on her. And so in the dream, her mom like it was crazy. It had like some sticky something like at the bottom to put my feet into the dress and stuff. And she was like, I can't believe it's just working so perfectly for you. It's staying on, it's staying all intact. The dress fits perfectly on you, all of that good stuff. And then when we got to her, she was like, hey, I guess we went to the hotel. She was like, look, she has on a dress. It fits perfectly, you know. I think she had it custom made. And so as I'm wearing this dress, trying it on, and it just feels like perfect. Like it just feels like right for me. Not necessarily saying for her. I was like, soon, I will be in this season of my life. You know, I won't be trying on for someone else. Soon, this will be my life. I will be in my marriage season, in a couple of months is what I said in a dream. And I'm like, okay. And from my understanding in the dream, I was not dating anybody or with anyone. And then I heard God in the dream say, sooner than you think. And he said, yes, daughter, that is correct. This is your season. So then throughout the dream, the number 738 kept showing. Like I'll look at the clock because me and my best friend was supposed to like travel. I think come back home where I live. And I looked at the clock and it was like 738. And then the next day when I'm trying, like the scene switch, the next day when I'm wearing this dress, I looked at the clock, it was 7:38 again on my phone, like in the morning. And I was like, okay, that's crazy. Then I woke up because my alarm was going off, like in the physical present. And I looked at my phone, which I don't have an alarm set for 7:38, but it's like I looked at my phone and again, 7:38. So I saw 7:38 like 3-4 times. Once I finally physically woke up, like I silenced my alarm and I was like, okay, I'm tired. I'm gonna doze back off. Once I actually woke up, like in real life, y'all, woke up, my phone said 7:38. That was the time, like literally 7:38 a.m. this morning. And I was like, okay, God, you showed me 7:38 probably, I want to say literally maybe about 5 times this morning, whether I was dreaming or physically up. 7:38 just kept showing. So I was like, clearly there must be a sign. And then, you know, shortly after that, that's when I started itching like crazy. I was like, okay, 7:38. I looked it up, 7:38 in a strongest Hebrew concordance, and it was, the word is genetos. Y'all, I know I probably butchered that, but that means newborn, newborn, newly begotten. And God was like, this is a newborn love. Like it is an innocent love. This is something that you desired and is innocent. My bad, y'all. Had to handle some business for work real quick. But yeah, so it's like a newborn love. It's an innocent love. You know, he compared it, it's compared to like a newborn baby. They're innocent, they're gentle, they're sincere, they're genuine because they're clueless. So that's what God was comparing this new love with your God ordained spouse to. And for myself, as I mentioned before, always take this word back to God and get confirmation from him. God also, so then this morning, I did have a meeting, an early meeting, and while the lady was kind of going over some training and things, 2 words, like 2 new systems that I haven't seen were shown to me, and the words just like really stood out like those words did yesterday. And one word is AMIE and the other word is GEMINI. And so when I looked up the meaning of the name AMIE, and it's spelled AMIE, it stood for, it's originated in Latin and it means love, beloved, being in love. And so God kind of linked it to the love of God and for the ones who loved him. And I was like, okay, God, that makes sense. So he was like, this man is going to love you like Christ loved the church. He's going to love you genuinely. He's going to love you wholly. Same and vice versa. You're going to be so deeply in love with him. And it's going to be just a beautiful experience. So then God also, when I looked up the word Gemini, and not like the, the astrology sign, I wasn't looking it up for like, oh, astrology, oh, he's going to be a Gemini. No, that is not what the Lord showed me. But the original Hebrew meaning of Gemini is completion. The marriage union of Christ and his church. And God's sign in the heavens, this is God's sign in the heavens of the coming of marriage in this union. So it is the completion, like everything that you've been through, everything you've done, all of the things that God put you through is for this moment, to meet your God-ordained spouse, to come into union with your God-ordained spouse. Your purpose, God has a purpose for you and your God-ordained spouse. God is going to reveal the purpose of this union as he bring you guys together, and for your purpose of the union is to bring folks closer to God, and whatever way that may be, God will reveal that to you and your husband. So God was just like, so the scripture that God was showing me and brought up was Ephesians 5, 31 through 32. And that's where in the New Living Translation, or the New King James Version, it says, for this reason, a man shall leave his father and mother and be joined to his wife. The two shall become one in flesh. Y'all, I promise, like, the devil is really cutting up this morning because he is not letting me finish recording this video. I keep getting interrupted with work stuff. But that's just the enemy. He do not want y'all to catch these blessings. But more of the story, y'all, we are walking into our promises, walking into our marriage season. For those this message is for, please take it back to God and get confirmation from him. Do not just say, oh, I saw 738 or I saw these numbers, so this must be for me. No. Take it back to God. As I always say, get confirmation from God that this is your season and this message does resonate for you. I have my retainer in, so excuse my speech. But back to what I was saying, Ephesians 5:31 Ephesians chapter 5:31 through 32. That's when basically, God is saying that man will leave his mother and father and be united with his wife, and the two will become one in the flesh. So God was just pouring out these different messages, y'all, and that's what he led me to when looking up the word Gemini. Not looking it up for astrology reasons. But also when I was looking up the word Gemini, y'all, God was bringing different other scriptures as well. And he was saying how, Gemini is meaning in the flesh, with the coming of marriage and union. Like, we are at that time, we are here it's our appointed time. So those who are in that season, the time you are walking into your promises, like God, like I said in the dream as well, to kind of go back to the dream. Sorry y'all if I'm all over the place with these distractions, they just kind of throwing me off, but it's okay. Those that are walking into their promises, their marriage season, like in a dream, I told y'all, God was telling me in the dream, he was like, in a couple of months. And I'm sitting there like, Jesus, I ain't even dating nobody. That's the same thing for a lot of people. Like, You're not even dating anyone right now, and probably have nobody in mind, nobody you're entertaining like myself. And God is like, it is your season, it is your time. In a couple of months, like y'all, that wedding dress just fit perfectly on my body. It just felt like it was a match made on my skin. Like it just, everything about it was just so perfect and intimate. And I felt like a newborn. Like I felt innocent. I felt like just loved and just excited. Like and God kept telling me in a dream, he was like, in a couple months, sooner than you think, he was like, the time is now. This is your season. Everything that I've had you gone through, all of the healing I've had you do, all of the inner work I've had you to do, all of the weird out the blue tasks that I gave you and had you to do, it was to prepare you for this union with your God ordained spouse. So God just wanted me to give y'all some encouragement, y'all. Let y'all know that the time is coming. Like you are walking into your season. You are here. As I've said before in other videos, the harvest is here, y'all. God is going to reveal to you the purpose of your union with your kingdom spouse. That is the reason why God is putting people together for marriages. So if you are just praying for a marriage or praying to get married just for the hype of a marriage, just to say I'm married, or because you see everybody on social media and on Instagram doing it, then you're asking for the wrong thing, and that's why God is withholding your blessings. That's not the purpose of a marriage. God is putting men and women, kingdom spouses, together for a union, for a purpose within his kingdom. And that's to bring people closer to him. However, he may reveal to you and your husband what your purpose is, that everybody's going to look differently. So whether it's, he becomes pastor, you become first lady, whatever. But everybody's life and situation is going to look completely different. So just make sure you take that back to God. But as I said, if you're praying for a marriage or praying for this spouse just for the hype, or just to say that I'm married, I got a husband, you're just looking for the wedding and not the marriage, not the kingdom marriage, not the purpose of the marriage, then baby, you are praying for the wrong thing. And that is why Big Jesus he has you on mute. He's not listening to that, because you're wanting it just for something, just to show off and say that you're married, not for the whole purpose of the marriage. But real quick, when I looked up the word reign, God was like, he's ending the brokenness. He's bringing wholeness and fullness. God is intending this marriage to be peace, to be harmonious, for restoration. So anyone, maybe this was somebody from your past and things didn't work out during that time. God is restoring some marriages. He's restoring some people from your past that he had to do some work on them, do some work on you, to bring you guys back together and bring y'all together in a union. So it may be a new person. I don't know. You have to take that back to God and get confirmation from God. I'm not here to tell you who your husband is, or lead you to your husband. God will lead you he will lead the horses to the water. You just got to be obedient and drink. So just make sure you take that back to God. Reign means possess sovereign power. And as God was saying, he is bringing wholeness. He is bringing wholeness to your life. He's bringing wholeness to your purpose. He is bringing wholeness and completion, and bringing you into union with your God ordained husband. So y'all, this is our season. For those that you're walking into that season, this resonates with you, in the spirit, in your flesh, that this word was for you. Those that you're not in that season just yet, then continue going to God and ask him to help you and lead you, show you how you need to prepare for that season, show you what else you need to do. And like I mentioned, if you have that mindset of you just want to be married for the hype of marriage and not for the true reason, the God ordained reason, for the purpose of the marriage, then that is, I'm pretty sure, yeah, God just said yes. That is exactly why you are still single, and you need to rethink the reason behind it. You need to lean on to God for more direction, more confirmation, and ask him for his help to help you understand the reason of the marriage, not just for the hype or to post pictures on Instagram, to go on a cute little dates, to be an Instagram couple, TikTok couple, all of that. No, baby, that is not the reason. And if that is your reason, as I said, take it to God, take it to Big Jesus or right now. But yeah, y'all, God just wanted me to come on here and give y'all some encouragement. As I mentioned with the billboards that I saw yesterday, the word milestone stood out, and God was saying, you're at this next milestone. You're at your next, you're here. You're at that next level. Your harvest is here. And you are ready to go into this kingdom marriage for God's purpose of bringing you guys together. He said it's going to happen swiftly. As I mentioned to y'all in the last video, it may happen, you may meet this person and God may tell y'all to get married after a couple days of just meeting each other. A lot of us will be getting to know our kingdom spouses in the marriage. There's not going to really be a courtship. There's not probably no courtship. Or it may be a couple weeks, maybe a couple months. I don't know. But God is saying a lot of these are happening very fast, swiftly, very, very fast. And also, y'all, I saw a Dodge Charger. And God was like, as acceleration, as fast as a Charger is, I personally don't know how fast, like how many miles per hour it will go up to. But God just kept showing so many Chargers and was like, acceleration. Like he is accelerating this chapter of your life, this season of your life with your God ordained spouse. Once y'all come into each other's presence and meet, also is gonna go fast. Like he's accelerating the progress to y'all meeting one another for this union, and then everything within this union is going to accelerate. It's going to go fast. So God just wanted me to give y'all some encouragement. As I've said so many times, please take this word back to God. Get confirmation that this word was for you. I hope you are using your spiritual ears to hear and use your spiritual eyes to see as well. Yesterday, God had my spiritual eyes on 10, y'all. He was just like illuminating certain signs and words, and I was like, okay, what is all of this? What do you want from me? What do you need? And so he was like, and as always, I'm just trying to be obedient and help you guys, give y'all encouragement as well as encourage myself. He was telling me this is encouragement for you. Like that dream last night definitely was encouragement for me. So I just wanted to give y'all that word. And as I said in my community post, I will start going live soon whenever God is telling me to go live. Also, if you're going to be negative Nancy or have some ignorant things to say in the comments, do believe I will delete your comment. I have no problem with it. I'm not in the game of arguing with anyone. I'm not in the game of putting anyone down. I'm not in the game of entertaining nonsense. So I just want to put that disclaimer out there. We do not do that here. Me and Big Jesus, we ain't got time for that. All right, we out here trying to save souls and bring children home to him. So just wanted to throw that out there. But special shout out and thank you guys to all of my new subscribers, any of my seasoned subscribers. Thank you guys. I truly appreciate all of your words, your prayers, your comments. I am trying to get back to y'all comments and respond. I promise y'all I will. I just been so busy with work, and God has just been busy pouring into me so much, and he's needing more from me. So I've been having to put me aside and be selfless and just be obedient to God. But again, thank you guys. I truly appreciate you all, and I may be back on here later. God is telling me he may want me to go live later, so we shall see. But y'all have a great rest of your day and a happy hump day.